Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Robinson Superior Treaty Territory and that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe. I would also like to acknowledge Happy International Women's Day. I would like to thank all the women from this community for all that you do. You make our community a better place to live. And seriously, if there's one or two of you out there, there's a place at the table for you too with the election coming up this fall. Okay, thank you very much. Can we have the approval of the agenda for the open session, please? Okay, thank you. Any disclosures of interest? Seeing none, no delegations tonight. Minutes of the previous council meeting. Resolution 48-22, moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor Sales, that the minutes of the council and committee of the whole meeting held February 22nd, 2022 be accepted as circulated. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Accounts for payment. Resolution 49-22, moved by Councillor Stefuric, seconded by Councillor McGrath, that council approve the expenditure request and approval to proceed from the Ontario Clean Water Agency for the repair of the blower air distribution line leak at the Schreiber wastewater treatment plant in the amount of $18,085.24, including applicable taxes. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Resolution 50-22, moved by Councillor Sales, second by Councillor Morrow, that the bank debits paid out of the general bank account in the month of January 2022 in the amount of $42,022.02 be approved and ratified. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 51-22, moved by Councillor McGrath, seconded by Councillor Stefuric, that checks issued on the general bank account in the month of February 2022 in the amount of $238,604.96 for general accounts payable be approved and ratified. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Resolution 52-22, moved by Councilor Morrow, seconded by Councilor Sales, that bank debits issued on the general bank account in the month of February 2022 in the amount of $57,644.69 for payroll be approved and ratified. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 53-22, moved by Councilor Stefuric, seconded by Councilor McGrath. The council authorized the payment of invoice number 39631 from Strawberries Floral Boutique in the amount of $120.91, including applicable taxes. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 54-22, moved by Councilor Morrow, seconded by Councilor Sales, that council accept the quotation from Strongco in the amount of $250,875 plus applicable taxes for the purchase of a Volvo L90H loader. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Move on to other business. Resolution 55-22, moved by Councilor McGrath, seconded by Councilor Stefuric, that bylaw 10-2022, being a bylaw to regulate the removal, piling, and dumping of snow in the Township of Schreiber, be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Resolution 56-22, moved by Councilor Morrow, seconded by Councilor Sales, that bylaw 11-2022, being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an agreement between the Township of Schreiber and Her Majesty the Queen in Right of Ontario, as represented by the Minister of Northern Development, Mines, Natural Resources, and Forestry, case number 2021-12-1-1653-181024, be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Okay. Resolution 57-22. Moved by Councilor Stefurek, seconded by Councilor McGrath. That bylaw 12-2022 being a bylaw to rescind bylaw 10-2018 and amend bylaw 03.92 being a bylaw to set remuneration for members of council be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Resolution 58-22. Moved by Councilor Morrow, seconded by Councilor Sales. That bylaw 13-2022 being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an agreement between the Township of Schreiber and Clo Darling Limited be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. Resolution 59-22, moved by Councilor McGrath, seconded by Councilor Stefurek. That bylaw 14-2022, being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an agreement between the Township of Schreiber and Automation Now, be given first, second, third, and final reading and enacted. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Carried. So now we'll move into our committee of the whole part of the meeting, department reports and committee board minutes. First up, Director of Operations Status Report. Anybody got any questions on that?
Just got one. Is the old loader gonna be used as a backup, or is it gonna be traded in?
Plan is to have it traded in. Tammy, is there anything else you wanna say on that point?
Yeah, we have a choice of either trading it in. I'm not sure what the numbers are from Strongco. John Deere offered us 40,000 as a trade-in, so it'll probably be in that neighborhood. The other option is to put it on Gov Deals, and we could possibly get more than the 40 if we go through Gov Deals.
Probably put it on Gov Deals for about 50, eh?
Yeah, I think we can probably get in the neighborhood of 50.
That's good.
I mean, like, I don't know for sure, but there's gotta be spare parts there for it too, so, like, we'll have to make up our mind what we wanna do there too. We can either maybe even sell them back to Strongo, or put them with the machine, I don't know.
You also have the forks that's custom to that particular machine, so again, you'll have to decide if you want to sell the forks separately or as part of the package with the loader.
Yeah, okay, there's a few options there for sure. Okay, that looks like all the questions, Tammy, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Second up, Community Economic Development Status Report.
So the main thing here is that we made an application to the NOHFC in order to get an intern to help us with succession planning and process mapping. And the good news here is if we are successful, we would enter into a contribution agreement where they would be funding up to 90% of the wages. So this is something we're looking at as a especially specific need in order to develop standard operating procedures and just to document processes, just so we're in a more sustainable point in our organization in order to really plan ahead whenever there are any retirements in the forecast.
And it really came to light, it really came to light with the COVID thing going on too, and it's going to be worth every penny of it.
When do you find out if we get it?
We'll get news from the NOHFC, and it's really one of those either approved or
Yeah.
not.
Okay, move on number 3, bylaw officer enforcement report.
Any movement on courts?
No, that's still ongoing. I think we're waiting to find out when next day would be scheduled. But yeah, there's a tremendous backlog which they're trying to go through.
Understandable.
What's this concern about flag
I
at the
think-
bottom?
There's a
I
there's
think
a flag on someone's property, and, you know, again, we're not saying who, we're keeping it confidential for at least this portion of the meeting. But they have a flag that may be seen as offensive to some people.
Oh.
At the end of the day, though, we don't have any specific bylaws that prohibit any signage or flags. And when you talk about Canadian law, there are provisions there to ensure that there's no, you know, hate speech or and so essentially, if there's anything that is of a major concern, you know, OPP would follow up on something that's, you know, crosses that line.
I believe that is down now.
Oh, is it?
I believe so. With the streets being so narrow and everything, is there any way to get out there and get some more cars off the streets during a storm? Like, no, I guess not get them off, but I mean, I guess you gotta ticket them
Yeah.
to get them off, I guess. The streets are narrow enough, like in some of them, I mean, but
I can talk and schedule a patrol with the law enforcement officer in order to follow up on that. And, you know, anyone who's following along at home, again, if they know any problem areas, if they point it out to us, we'll certainly take a look at those areas when we do a patrol.
okay, great. Number 4, fire department activity report for December.
Jan's not here.
Yeah, no.
I see they've been busy. 106 incidents in a single year.
Always busy.
The most ever, the busiest year to date. Lots of calls to the mill, I guess that's for mutual aid. Those must be mutual aid calls, I'm thinking. And looks like Jan did some good work for Pace Plat.
Yeah, it's good to see.
That's quite the accomplishment.
How does 106 compare to previous?
Doesn't say.
No.
He just says it's the busiest year to date, so.
Oh, that's right.
So that looks like that was a lot of work on our fire chief's part, to assist with that success.
Hey, good work, and he's
Excellent work.
being kept busy right now with the training that they're trying to
Yeah,
put on.
trying to figure that out.
So he's been busy with that too. I wouldn't even doubt if that's what he's doing tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5, Economic Development Committee meeting minutes.
Okay, I can speak to that. It was a busy meeting, and you can see on the report or in the minutes, there was a lot going on. I'll just touch on a few of them. I mean, we were looking at a CIP, or we were interested in a community improvement plan. I see that the Economic Development Department has been contacted by the Ministry of Municipal Affairs and Housing, so that discussion will be ongoing. Strategic plan, we will be working on a 10-year strategic plan, and the Economic Committee was happy with that. Internet, the Economic Development Department sat in with the Ontario Government Ministry of Infrastructure pertaining to internet infrastructure investments in the province for their 2025 goal. Something that came out on that. Was that today? That came out? You sent me today more information on the plan for internet in the province. And the Schreiber housing plan. There was a discussion on a developer, Super 6 developer, working on a project in another northern community. And he has expressed interest in the community to develop multi-unit rental properties in Schreiber. So that's ongoing. And a couple things are enrolled in Superior Picnics program and the Superior Country Stamp program. So more stuff for our tourist industry, attract people to our municipality. Also, Great Lakes Cruises. There's some interest in cruise companies, cruises on the North Shore, and I seen an article in our local paper on that. Pretty interesting. Kind of exciting to see a big ship out there parked in front of Schreiber Beach. One of them, I think, has a couple of submarines on board. The plan was to go and take a trip down to see the Ganelda. I'd like to get on that. And Schreiber waterfront development. There was some discussion on improving our waterfront down at Schreiber Beach, coming up with a plan for addressing accessibility needs. So there will be ongoing discussions on that. So that's about it.
Been busy, yeah. Good work. Schreiber Public Library minutes, January.
Yeah, so this is from January, so you can see this is what the CEO submitted a letter of resignation, so thank you, Donna, for your years of service.
Yeah, is there gonna be
absolutely.
Is there gonna be a
23
party?
years as CEO. I think something's being planned for Heritage Days.
Yeah.
I'll keep you informed on
Well,
that.
well deserved.
And then if anyone has any other questions, still a lot going on even with COVID.
Are they gonna recruit a new one?
Yes, I believe, I'm not
So-
sure if the posting's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe it is,
So
yeah.
last week.
Yeah, so, yes.
Okay.
And then they have a plan for some shadowing and, of Donna and whoever they get hired, whoever the board decides. I'm not sure exactly how the interview process is gonna work, but I'll keep you guys informed.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
Appreciate it.
Okay, number, actually 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all lockery reports. You still with us, Tammy? No?
She should be there.
Yes, I am, sorry.
Okay, did anything stand out to you there?
No, all the reports looked good.
Okay, I scanned them. I didn't see nothing jumped out at me either.
Yeah, I thought it was all in line with what I was expecting to see.
Okay, great. Okay, hearing no other questions, we'll move into question period.
No questions.
No questions. Question periods, we'll go into communications. As we see that number 3, that's the NOMA letter to the firefighter concerning the firefighter certification. Was a good letter by NOMA. gonna be an ongoing fight for a while, so. All your DSAB reports there.
Number 5.
Number 5, okay.
Go over some context there. So again, consideration for fitness center passes for township committee members and possibly volunteers. You know, it's already substantially, membership fees are already substantially subsidized by taxpayers. 1-year membership right now costs, you know, only $202.54. It's 55 cents a day. Seniors get a 25% membership on top of that, so an annual membership for an individual would be $162 a year, or 44 cents a day. I think it's really good value for money. And we ensure to have volunteer recognition through our Christmas party and other volunteer recognition events. Any past practice regarding, you know, free membership, this was long abolished to maintain fairness for all our volunteers.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
Agree. Okay. So
you'll send an email back, obviously.
Yep, I'll follow
yeah,
up with a letter.
declining.
I was looking at number 4. And, Nelma board meeting report, just something that jumped out at me was this was down on page 2 near the bottom under issue tracker updates, and it talked about railway taxation. The government was not interested in pursuing the taxation issue, so not sure why there's no real explanation there, but Noma will start a task force to look into railway issues. And looking for NPI, that's the Northern Policy Institute, do some research for us on this.
Yeah.
We supported that discussion, right? Looking into the railway taxation issue, so.
It was certainly brought up.
Yeah.
And I think we were thinking about that. I know it is definitely a major consideration for a lot of railway communities,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Delicate issue.
What's that?
Yeah.
Delicate issue.
Delicate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They are very good employers.
Especially when you're,
yeah, you're right.
you're a depot town.
Yeah.
But
Do we, what's the benefit versus
Yeah,
the
you
cost,
have to,
right?
you have to watch yourself for sure.
So we never actually supported any
Yeah,
resolutions.
No.
We never did support that.
We just talked about it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm glad you clarified that.
Okay. I believe that's all that we need to cover in that. Hearing none, we'll move on to unfinished business. We have none. And then we'll move into other business and purchase of the Ukrainian flag.
So overall, I think we just need authorization from council for the purchase and approval to display it.
I'm good with that.
I'll say.
Where?
Good.
Where?
Your flag policy, it gives you quite a lot of flexibility, particularly at the municipal complex.
Okay. Oh, I'm totally for it, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
me
just
If
curious.
we're gonna do it, we'll do it out here under the Township of Schreiber flag.
That's good.
Or we won't do it obviously in other places, the Cenotaph or anything. We thought about in the arena too, like
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to go on a flagpole. You know, you could go by I believe there's a Canadian flag up at the arena.
And an
Could go
American.
there too, but it was just to make everybody aware, and whatever we do, everybody's good with it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? That's all we need then for that, eh, Nathan?
Yep.
And that will be the end of Township of Schreiber's business. We'll bring the meeting to a close, so. Resolution 60-22, moved by Councillor Morrow, seconded by Councillor Sales, that the meeting now adjourn at 7:36 p.m. All those in favor?